Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's Perspective for Monday, April 23rd already. The month is moving. The month is moving, which means the year is moving. This past weekend, I watched a documentary on someone. Hey, Bridget, a documentary on someone, and it just has me really checking myself. Hey, Terry, really has me checking myself and being on guard and being on the lookout because, good evening, Deb and Tanya, good morning, because I realized that truth and lies, truth, deception, are sometimes only a very thin line between the two. And so I think I always knew it, but watching this documentary made me really see the power. And this is for all of us in all of our lives. Hey, Kiera Bronston. There is a power that resides in truth. There is a tremendous power that resides in deception or lies. And if we are not careful, if we're not being watchful and being aware, I talk a lot about awareness for a reason. If we're walking through life tiptoeing and, ho hum, I'll see what happens today. And, if that's our approach to life, we are a prime candidate to be overwhelmed and overrun by lies and deception. Good morning for all who are joining me this morning. And so it is absolutely amazing how you can live your life, your entire life. Knowing the truth, believing the truth, walking in it, operating in it, having a foundation of integrity. And then at a low point in your life, at a place of vulnerability. And this is what I really see. Sometimes we can say, I would have never failed for that. Oh my goodness, you must have been stupid to believe that nonsense. Who would believe that? And sometimes we let that kind of verbiage and that belief come up and flow out of our lips toward other people. I just can't believe, girl, you must have been some kind of naive to believe that nonsense. And what I'm really starting to believe is so important, dear, is that it's not a matter of stupidity or perhaps even being naive. There is a master deceiver in all of our lives. And at the right point of vulnerability, not stupidity, at a right point of vulnerability, at a low point, at a point when you are just tired, when you're weary and you're ready to just give up, that's just enough of the open door to let the lies in. To let a lie in, to allow deception and manipulation in. And then, before you know it, you are speaking a lie, living a lie. Before you know it, you look the other way on something that is going on over here, and you would have never allowed that before. You used to call things out, but now little compromises are sticking in. If you feel as if this whole thing called life is like a hamster wheel and all you're doing is you got a whole lot of activity. I'm just running and I'm ripping and I'm striving, but I can't make no headway. I can't make any progress. It's just a hamster wheel. If you're beginning to feel like that, then at some point you can get tired. You can get weary of the hamster wheel when it looks as if everybody else is making progress, everybody else is succeeding. And so that just might be the point of vulnerability for you to turn the other direction and overlook some stuff that, that you would have not caught before. You just look away. It sets the stage for deception to come in, and a foundation that you once had built on truth and integrity and character without compromise slowly starts to erode. And what I'm saying is, if we are not watchful, if we are not making a concerted effort, if we're not going to discipline ourselves and discipline our lives to remain in integrity, to walk in the character, to keep a very clean professional reputation that you've built up over the years, if you're not going to be watchful and on the lookout for that, things are going to start crumbling. Your reputation, your character, your livelihood, your foundation will begin to crumble. I promise you, if we are not on the lookout, if we are not paying attention to all that is going on with us. And so, I didn't give a lot of specifics today, because some stuff we need to break out the mirror, be honest with ourselves, comb through our lives and figure that out. And see if areas of your life are starting to, slip and slide and, well, that's okay. Other people are doing it and not getting caught with it. And look, this crooked government. And so surely, I better get mine while the getting is good. And if it leads us to a place of having cracks in the armor, and your character is starting to chip away, and it typically is nothing dramatic at first. That would be too obvious. It would just be too obvious. It's the little cracks. It's just the little dents. It's just the little compromises that will, eventually lead to something large and a downfall, and some things are harder to recover from, if ever. And so that's my challenge to you today, to look through, think through. And this is for all of us. You don't have to be old and grown to start doing this. Young people, start with your own life. Start with your young life. And look back. Have you let things go? Have you accepted things? Have you compromised on what you believe? Have you entertained thoughts that would have never been acceptable or agreeable to you? Just a challenge. Just a challenge to look in and through and look around and dig. Go below the surface of your character and see if you've begun to make compromises with the truth and deception. Okay, that is my offering to you today. I'm prayerful that we do that, that we look before we look up and the foundation of truth is gone, compromised, broken, shredded. Okay, until next time, take real good care of yourselves